Very interesting turn of events. Meanwhile, the senators are demanding the cabinet be dissolved and the sacking of the Inspector General of Police, Japhet Koome, to assuage Kenyans unhappy with the performance of the Kenya Kwanza government. Now, contributing to a motion of the state on the state of the nation, the senators said the cabinet and Koome had failed to deliver, citing it as the reason for the low confidence in the government. Now, the senators, drawn from both sides of the political divide, also demanded for the removal of key officers in the government, such as the Prime Cabinet Secretary's office, the office of the First Lady, as well as that of the Second Lady, to cut down on the huge expenditures, as Daniel Kariuki narrates.
And observe a minute of silence.
Senate Wednesday morning, the sitting was preceded by a moment of silence to remember Kenyans killed during the ongoing anti-government protest.
May God rest their souls in eternal peace.
Immediately thereafter, senators went for the Inspector General of Police, Japhet Koome, over his conduct in the protest, accusing him of incompetence.
It's been 2 weeks of protests, Mr. Speaker. Kenyans have lost their lives. Others have been beaten. There have been challenges. Police have faced also very difficult and hostile gangs on the streets. I am yet to hear the voice of the Inspector General. I am deeply troubled by that, Mr. Speaker.
Not spared either was President William Ruto's cabinet. Senators said it was too large and out of reality. They want it dissolved and reconstituted.
How can we face such a crisis, Mr. Speaker? Up to this particular point, I don't know what the Inspector General thinks. I don't know what is the challenge. We don't know these things that are being discussed. Mr. Speaker, the question at the back of my mind, is this really the right man for this job?
Mr. President, dissolve cabinet, reconstitute it. The president should quickly restructure the security organs by firing people, the IG included.
The issue of austerity measures dominated the debate as the senators pushed for more changes, including scrapping of some offices, especially those of president's advisors.
Including Prime Cabinet Secretary. It is not in the Constitution of Kenya. Mr. Speaker, including officers of First Ladies, including, Mr. Speaker, advisors. If advisors are useful, then what David Lee is doing is not advice, is misadvice.
Look at the number of advisors in government. There needs to be a public audit of all these advisors and tell Kenyans why it is okay for one office of the advisor on the economic matters, Honorable Khalwale, to have more money for travel than 9 committees of this House combined. It doesn't make any sense.
For the first time, senators across the political divide read from the same script, castigating the government, at one point forcing Senate's Majority Leader Aaron Cheriot to openly apologize to Kenyans for the misdeeds and excesses of President Ruto's government.
I'd wish to personally, and this is at a personal level, to tender my unreserved apology to the country for either by commission or omission, everything that I have contributed into getting us into the mess and the place that we are in.
This is a time of crisis. And at a time of crisis, the leadership must be demonstrated.
Hao vijana mabarobaro wamekuja kwenye maandamano wakiwa wao wako na chupa za maji wameshika katika mkono wao wa kushoto na upande wa kulia wameshika simu ili kuweza kurekodi ile historia ambao wamekuja barabarani wakifanya maandamano wakidai haki.
The motion on the current state of the nation was moved by Senate Majority Leader Aaron Cheriot and comes at a time when the country is on the edge following the ongoing protest spearheaded by the Gen Zs. Daniel Kariuki, KTN News, Nairobi.
I'm smiling because that's the way to go, and this country will no doubt be a better place, better be a lasting solution. Now, the political class is slowly